Hey everyone, today we're going to be going over the best weapon in all of Warframe right now, the Torrid Incarnon. So why is this such a good weapon? Well, base weapon is kind of whatever, right? It shoots one slow shooting little AoE toxin type spore, and it's nothing super amazing, doesn't have a ton of ammo magazine, nothing like that. But once you get it into Incarnon, it fires a long-range toxin beam. From there, you get upgrades to increase the damage by 51. It is base damage, so that's a lot. You get more magazine, that's like whatever, right? But most importantly, you can swap it out to have a ton of crit and status, or just a ton of crit if you so choose. I like the ton of crit and status for this one, but if you want to go for more crit, just crit, go for it, you know? Never a wrong choice, but I like taking the crit status. And this is what the Torrid Incarnon does best. It annihilates all of the enemies. So if we quickly take a look to see how it works, the best thing about this Incarnon compared to other Incarnons, you don't have to headshot. You can shoot them in the knees. Oh my god, I was an adventurer once, and then I took a Torrid to the knee. And you can see, even now, it's like the general damage, 3 quick shots, it does good damage, and it spreads over, and the toxin kills, right, murks the hell out of some enemies, so it's clearly good. But once you turn it into an Incarnon weapon, it looks beautiful, right? Absolutely stunning, if I do say so myself. This will be the thumbnail. And then from there, you just go like this. It kills everyone so fast. I think I have just boring old viral on it, but let's take a look on someone else, and I'll throw on a different Warframe since I've used him a lot. Let's throw on Valkyr, because she looks really funny with the Torrid Incarnon. This is the build I have on, in case you were wondering. You know, we're just going all over the place, taking a look at everything one by one. No rush. Viral Heat for the regular, okay? And then Viral Heat for Incarnon. Oh, okay. Wasn't too sure what I still had on, and I do have on Hunter Munitions, that's why you're seeing slash, and just damage and crit. So this is what the damage and crit's at, if you're wondering. You can throw on that 5% more crit chance and just kill everyone. I would assume Galvanized Aptitude works properly with all the chained hits, but Galvanized Aptitude's not a mod I like to use often, because you gain so much damage off Primary Merciless, another 80% off the, like, what, 360% here. It's not going to add a lot, especially if you already have damage, but I don't have base damage on because I have this insane Torrid ribbon that someone gave me one day during stream for no reason at all. A very kind Tenno. It's not perfect per se, but it's damn near insanely perfect. So it has a high amount of crit chance, which is why I'm popping off those godly crits. It has a high amount of damage, which is another reason you just don't need damage. It adds a little less than Primary Merciless, but it adds that up to like, what, 560%? So really another 80 off Aptitude would not be a great idea. And then 113% toxin, meaning you build up even more toxin for more viral and just a ton more damage. From there, multi-shot, you want to have as much multi-shot as possible, so you're hitting like 5 hits at once almost, right? Like 2, 3, 4. And then you have more crit with crit delay, tons of damage. Hunter Munition for the high tier slash. Rhyme rounds right there for the cold. I would say swap that out with primed cryo rounds when you are ready. I could probably do that right now, right? Like swap this out there, yeah. And then from there, throw on, if you want, some heat with thermite rounds, or you could do it where you just throw on Hellfire, right? It's really up to you. I would probably throw on thermite rounds here. And then I would recommend throwing on, I would say, probably instead of rhyme rounds right there, I would recommend throwing on the other one, just primed cryo rounds for more damage. And I will do that when I feel like it. It's just a lot of effort for me, and it's not really worth it. But hey, I'll throw on another slash polarity, finish off my build for everyone, and then maybe I'll finish off this. But this is what my build's looking like for right now. The only Exilis mod I'd bother putting on is the beam length one, because this is such a good beam. Oh, it doesn't even have beam length. Never mind. I thought there was a beam length Exilis, but maybe not. Maybe just Vigilante supplies. You don't really need an Exilis mod, so I don't think it's one I'm gonna even bother putting on. There's just nothing that's worth putting on, right? Like aiming, ooh, Hush, Vigilante supplies. Yeah, so you don't at all need an Exilis, but you do you, right? And any sort of arcane works, primary merciless, deadhead. I'm just doing merciless because you do not need a headshot with this, so I have to not worry about it. Vital acceleration because more fire rate, and then vital sense because more crit damage. Yeah, you can throw on whatever you want, but this is my general build for now, and it seems to slap. It's a Torrid Incarnate, so it'll slap anyone no matter what. Just a little Valkyrie, you know, don't even need to buff myself up. If you're using a Warframe that buffs, this thing's gonna absolutely destroy, right? Hit a little enemy in the face a couple times. You just see the statuses pile up and then all of the damage start going off. He'll probably die up there. And then I can do another Grineer group. And then if I do hit headshots, you'll see like they die a lot faster, right? Not bad. If I hit those headshots, they just die. If I don't hit headshots, it takes a little bit for the statuses to build up. And then the side enemies, right? They take damage and they die pretty easily too. So it is a pretty godly weapon. Let's go to a real Steel Path mission just so you can kind of see how it plays out. Oh, Galvanized Aptitude does not work on the chain. It applies before. Yeah, so definitely don't use Galvanized Aptitude. Even worse than you would think, right? So if we just quickly go to a fast, high-level mission, solo, we can just do like, what, a friggin' Void Fisher, Defense, Void Cascade, anything like that. I'll just jump on Void Cascade for the goofiness of it. I just want to show the sheer power that the Torrid Incarnate has. When I inevitably die multiple times as Valkyr, because I have probably a terrible Valkyr build on, don't worry about it either. Just like look away. Just be like, ah, yes, of course, makes sense. So, yeah, we'll purge the Exilizer, and then we'll start fighting. It's the only way to do it. It's the only way, right? I have a terrible Valkyr build for not using, like, my fourth ability. Let's not worry about it. But I just want to quickly show off the damage of this thing. And I'll just jump up there. You can quickly jump down. It's an armored enemy, so it's not being insane. But you can see just all of the status buildup. Just killing everyone. Why am I like this? I have such a goofy build. Need a Warcry. Paralysis properly. You know? Then do that. And then you just kill everyone like that. Right? Like, it's pretty good. I'm not showing it off at all well because I'm a fool and put on Valkyr. And I don't have Rolling Guard on because my I'm sorry, my Valkyr build is literally just meant for me to always be in my fourth. So it's not good for this type of setup. But if I throw on my on-call crew, and if I throw on a Spectre, they can take off enough damage. And you can just honestly sit in the back end if you want. Be boring like I am right now. And just be defensive. Just throw on and hit them with your little Torrid, and you should be okay. Build up the chain, see them here, chain hit them, bing, bada boom. Of course, these are armored enemies, and that's where my viral won't shine. And I wanted to show you that, because it's like, yeah, it's good to do armor shred as always. This is still Warframe, right? So you can still do that. So that's the generals of the Torrid Incarnate. Wanted to show it off in a non-optimal state, just to show off how good it is. Oh, I'm doing like gas right now. Maybe I accidentally goofed up one of my... Like, I need to swap back the viral heat for now. But that's okay. Anyways, look at that gas damage. Oh, when it gets that updated build, because gas... Whew, this new Torrid gas build's gonna slap, man. But yeah, when you have viral heat on, it's nice too. But hey, gas cold, oh my god. With non-optimal, it's killing so easily. But yeah, I was goofing around a little too hard on that one. Little too hard, okay? Little too hard. But the nice thing is the Torrid's so insane that you don't even have to care too much. You just run around and kill everything. So I was running that time, right? Banana, gas cold. We swap it back around. And now we're going back to viral heat. And again, I'll throw on Revenant. I always just like throwing on Revenant so I don't have to think about actually surviving. I can just stand there and we can just look at numbers. And then we can go back to another Void Cascade mission. Or no, I'll just quickly run the Exterminate. And you'll be like, oh my god, the Torrid is still killing very easily. Now with even better general statuses. So that was the Torrid with unoptimal statuses. And now we'll do Torrid with optimal statuses. I have to swap around the polarities. You can do it for free, by the way. I just don't care enough to right now. Right now you just do this. You stand around. Regular enemies just die. Like they're cannon fodder. It's only those tanky, annoying Eximus type enemies that are a little bit to worry about. But you just like walk around and you kill everything without even trying. That's the nice thing about the Incarnin Torrid. I was gonna say Kuva Incarnin Torrid, but no, it's just a regular Incarnin. Sorry to go crazy for a second, right? It just kills everything. It goes around corners, and now since it's slash viral heat, it does even more damage. You could probably build it to do more damage if you feel like it. You know, it's not like my build is the most optimal for everything always and forever, but you're still gonna kill everything without even trying. It's a lovely weapon like that. And you can build it up so easily. That's honestly the nicest part. You just build it up so easily. Little dude like this comes out, right? And they were a little tankier before, but now they just die like butter. So obviously the better elements will help you kill things faster, but you can yeet on whatever elements if you're bored. Just be like, oh hey buddy. Don't even have to care, you just yeet the laser on and everyone starts dying around you. Yeah, so clearly the Torrid is one of those weapons where until there's a better new Torrid, this is probably going to be everyone's pretty popular crit and status behemoth. Even if you have goofy shenanigan builds like me before, you're still going to kill everything pretty easily. Maybe just don't throw on Valkyrie if your Valkyrie is built only to use her 4th melee, you know? But hey, you can do whatever you want. So that is my general build for the Torrid Incarnin. Who knows what the thumbnail will look like, but that is it for now. So I appreciate everyone joining, subbing, liking, using Epic Games creator code PUPSKER. Anything helps, so check out everything in the description. All my socials, pretty much PUPSKER on everything. Cheers.